Debonair. Okay.
Right. Next question, man. Next question. People change after a marriage.
All right. Before you move on, bro, like,
Yeah.
how do you feel about some? Because I have had this discussion with some woman, right, friend of
Yeah.
mine, saying, "Oh, y'all men complaining. What about there are some women out there that are paying child support as well. So y'all not the only victim out here. Like, how do you feel about them saying that?
So
Because I know there's gonna be some female watching that's probably gonna be like, come on, man, y'all not the only one.
there is women that pay child support, but the numbers are so minute. It's not even worth mentioning, man. It's not even worth mentioning. Number one, for a woman to pay child support, that means she doesn't have full custody of her child, which means the father proved that she was an unfit mother. The father proved she was a drug addict or abusive or whatever the case may be. It's almost impossible to get full custody as a man of a child or children. It's damn near impossible. You have to, by default, the kids will always go to the mother by default. For you to be able to get full custody, let alone 50-50 custody, like they call it split custody. 50, and I grew up in children and family court, so I know what I'm talking about. But to be able to get 50-50, let alone full custody, is damn near impossible, bro. It's damn near impossible. So the fact that she's paying child support lets me know that she either forfeited her rights or she lost her rights. That's the only two options. That's the only two options. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the child support thing, it's so minute, man. It's so minute, and it's not even worth mentioning. It's not even worth mentioning, bro. We talk about maybe 5% of women that have kids pays child support. And out of those 5%, majority of those women is either abusers or something like that, or a deadbeat mom or something that the judge saw to say, hey, yo, listen, I'm going to take full custody away from the mother and give it to the father. Stuff like that rarely happens, bro. I got so many homeboys who's trying to get full custody of their kids, and they've been trying for years to get full custody or even have custody of their kids.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. Like one of my homies, man, his baby mom took off and moved to damn Georgia. He lives in Miami. I'm like, yo, damn, how you supposed to see your kids? You know what I'm saying? And the judge is like, oh, well, you know, she wanted to move up there because ABC 1, 2, 3. But let that have been the other way around. Let him have took his kids and moved out of state. That would have been labeled kidnapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that. There's a lot of inequalities between men and women as far as parenting, as far as dating, all the other stuff. But when stuff like that happens, bro, it's so minute. It's not even worth mentioning, bro. It's not even worth mentioning. Like, ask her, how many women do you know that have kids? How many women do you know is actually paying child support? Majority of them have custody of their kids.
Yeah. Come on, man. I have told her almost the exact same thing you just mentioned, bro. And certain things, you know, they're not gonna wanna take the L. Not take the L. They're not gonna take that. Accept the fact that man has to go through that. They want to find a way to kind of like downplay it. You feel me? And just be like, nah, that's just nah. It's not like that. You know, it's not all that. You know, this, that, and third. You feel me? So I had to ask you because I know I'm pretty sure you have had that conversation with probably some of your female friends. You know, saying the same thing. So yeah, man. Overall, man, it's all about are you taking care of your kids? That's it. If you're doing that, I don't care how much you paying. Take care of your kids. Make sure you're in their life. They're happy, bro. Make sure they have a good life, a good childhood, and make sure you're in their life. Pretty much, that's it. That's the only thing that matters to me, man.
That's facts, man. Yeah, man. Next question, man. So people change after a marriage. Should the marriage adapt to the changes or remain firm to those vows?
Sure. Yeah, we changed, man. Overall, man, not even in the marriage, we've changed. Like the person you were when I met you, probably you are kind of the same, but you grew up. You become more mature, and certain things in life you look at differently. You feel me? So we're gonna change. You have to expect that to be changed. You feel me? If you go into a relationship or a marriage and expect there not to be any change, you're fooling yourself and you set yourself up for failure, man. But the changes cannot be too drastic. You feel me? You can't be like we used to go out and have fun all the time, and you just like stop, don't want to go nowhere at all. Like stay home all the time, and you know that the person you're with is a person that loves to go out. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you used to go out with that person, make sure that she enjoy herself. Now you just don't want to do none of that anymore. That's a change that's probably gonna create problems in the relationship. Um, so something like that. There's certain change where I don't know. You pick up a new hobby where you like to go play golf now as a
Yeah.
man, and that's your new passion. You feel me? You feel that that's your sanctuary. Every time you go there, you feel, man, that's I want to stay there for like a few hours. You feel me? Certain things change in relationship, and you can live with that. So for me, I don't see a problem with change as long as it's not drastic or something that is not a beneficiary to the relationship that we're in. So
Yeah.
that's how I look at it. How you feel?
Yeah. Yeah,
Talk
no,
to
no, I feel the same way, man. I believe that there's no way in hell I'm going to be the same person. Like the guy that I was 5 years ago is not the same guy that I
me.
am
Nah,
today.
we
It's
change.
it's
Yeah.
it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about long marriages, relationships. We're talking about 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now. There is no way in hell I'm going to stay the same. There's no way in hell, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would
Yeah.
imagine the mindset that I would have today is going to be different from 5 years or 10 years from now. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
think that for that it will have to adapt to it. Especially because I would assume it's gonna be the same thing for my wife. It's gonna be the same thing. Eventually she's gonna change. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in people like reconciling when it comes to marriages and divorces. Sometimes people fall out of love with each other. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people they don't find each other attractive anymore for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the type of things that happens in relationship. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I believe in it. That's not. I'm just saying that hey, these are things that happen. You know what I'm saying? So you have to learn how to be able to try to push that to the side and either try to figure out some type of way to make it work so you can stay together for like a lot of people stay together for the kids. Stay together for the kids, stay together for the business or for the house or for whatever it is. Try and figure out whatever it is. And so they can continue to move forward. Because me, I know for a fact whenever I do get married, I don't want to get a divorce. Like you get what I'm saying? I don't want to get a divorce. I'm trying to make this work until the day we die. You know what I'm saying? So and that's real. And that's real. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
But
it's
not a lot of people have that mindset. And this is how I think now. 5 years from now, I might have a different mindset. I don't know. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm getting married one time. One time.
Yeah.
One time. If
That's
I
it.
get divorced, we're moving in. Whoever I'm with, we're moving in. We're not getting married. We're moving in.
That's it.
All right. Just so you know, we're not getting married. Because it's a one-time thing for me, bro. It takes so much. One, I to date someone, get to know that person, going through the whole process of marrying that person, and then all that investment you make, and for me, that's the reason why, like, I'm with you on that, bro. It has to be a one-time thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it work. And if it don't work, hey, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it don't work. You just gotta move on. But I'm not doing it twice. It's a one-time thing for me, bro. And as I was listening, you said something. People fall out of love.
Yeah.
And I don't think it just happened over time. There had to be something going on or something that was bothering both parties, and they never really addressed it. You feel me? And they just kept pushing it under the rug and just kind of like move on and just pretend like it doesn't exist. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times we have to address things like you said, changes. Like for instance, if you used to look a certain way as a man, right? You had six pack and you had all of that, good physique and whatnot. And all of a sudden you start growing a beer belly and you getting chubby. And come on, man, yo, hey, I ain't gonna lie. There's plenty of men out here that's gonna be trying to talk to her that look better than you. You feel me? That goes to the gym, probably offering her a lot of things, man. And temptation exists, man.
Yeah.
And you have to be careful of certain changes. You feel me? Because it can create problem in your relationship. As a woman, let's say you look good, you have the curve, all of that. You know what I mean? And then you have a kid. Obviously when you have a kid, your body takes a different shape, obviously, because of all the stretching that it had to go through.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean now you should sit on the couch every day after like 6 months and you don't work out. And now you just, what I mean? The attractiveness is gone now. The physical attractiveness might be not gone, probably a little less than it used to be. So I feel like we have to be mindful of certain things because, man, as little as it might seem to us, it's probably a big thing for the other party, the other person. So be mindful of that. That's one thing. Then the whole fall out of love thing, I don't know, man. I feel like it's something that happens over time. And you as a man, sometimes women will give a signal and we don't even notice it because they won't even say it. They'll probably, give us a little hint. And as men, we don't pick up on those hints all the time. And then it's after it's all said and done when she's ready to move on, she gonna say, well, I've been trying to tell you that I want this and that, but I want more quality time. I want you to do this and that for me. You never did it for me.
Yeah.
Now I'm out. You're gonna be like, what? I thought we had quality time. I'm here with you at the house. We watch movies all the time. Nah, it's not like that. I want more. I want, you know what I mean? So a lot of times we don't even know what causes the reason why the relationship or why the person fall out of love.
Yeah.
So I feel like communication is, we have to make sure we communicate things. Women, if you're out here and you're in a serious relationship, please, if you're trying to send a signal or a hint to your man, like 1 or 2 times he's not picking it up, please don't just sit there waiting for him to, figure it out. Just tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him, man. It doesn't hurt. Just tell him. Maybe he can't read between the lines. Just tell him. You feel me? Just tell him. Because that will save your relationship.
Yeah.
Big time.
No, you're right. No, you're right. I agree. I agree. A lot of that stuff it does stem from something not being addressed, and whether they swept it under the rug or whether they try to ignore it or whatever case may be. Like, no, man, a lot of those problems in relationships. And here's the thing, man. A lot of people think that relationships is all about pictures and making a baby look cute in the wedding day. And no, bro, it's really not. It's a lot of hard work. And that's why I say in all my videos, I'm like, yo, a lot of y'all don't even understand what it means to be in a committed relationship. Y'all just see other couples and other celebrities and just want to take pictures. Oh yeah, we bought a house, we bought a car, here's our wedding day. No, bro, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff you're going to have to deal with. There's a lot of insecurities, a lot of fights, a lot of doubt, sometimes cheating. You know what I'm saying? Those are a lot of things that's going to happen in relationships. A lot of people are not even tough enough or even willing enough to deal with stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, bro, like a lot of people don't get it. I had multiple like long-term relationships that lasted longer than 2 years. I had multiple relationships, so I know what it's like. My most recent relationship, we was together for 4 years. You know what I'm talking about? We was together for 4 years. That was stressful. People was like, bro, why you busy? Why you was single for so long? Me and her broke up. I was single for a long ass time because I had to detach myself from her mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever. I had to detach myself.
It takes time, son. Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time, man. You know what I'm saying? So no, you're right. I agree on that. I agree.
Especially when you care deeply for that person, you were in love with that person. It takes time, man. So you did the right thing.
Yeah.
You did the right thing. And that would save a lot of people time if some of us, men and women, get into relationship too fast, man. And we create a whole lot of monsters because of that now. That person gets mad. And because she wasn't ready to move on from her previous relationship, now she goes into something good and she fucked it up. And now that man or that woman probably think, fuck, I can't trust none of these girls out here right now. I had to be a savage now. So now a lot of time you creating monsters out here by not taking your time and move on from your previous relationship. Who knows? You probably would have been, out here have like 3 baby mamas. You know? Probably going on the revenge mode. And start going, like just doing your thing left and right, but doing the right thing, man. That was the right thing. I'm with you on that.
Man, trust me, man. Next. Oh,
I know you be doing your thing though, so I don't know how you were single for, but hey, we'll let that.
Man, I'll be chilling, bro.
I know you be doing your thing now. All right, we'll talk about that off camera.
The finish line, I ran past it. So egotistic, so cocky, so conceited, cause I'm better than your average. I'm mad sick when I spit that shit. When I spit that flow, she gon' want to catch my drift. Soon as a nigga get some money, they try to spit on it. They ain't put it on this bottle, so they can't sip on this. Don't you try to boost me up, don't try to get on, bitch. Cause I'ma act like I'm